Celebrities are getting exposed every day online for their bad decisions or misjudgments from their past. There are so many examples of celebrities getting cancelled that I have another top 10 list for you. That's right, I have a part 3 list of 10 celebrities who will never work again. Figuratively speaking, of course, because celebrities get forgiveness sometimes, even when they shouldn't. Let's be honest. I'm your host for this one. I'm Joss Bedard. Thanks for coming back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. If it's your first time here, stick around to the end because we do comment shoutouts and it's a lot of fun. You can also find us on social media. Our links are down below. And to check out more of what we do, click the playlist right up here somewhere. But for now, let's get to this countdown. Kicking off this countdown at number 10 is TORY LANEZ. The rapper was exposed recently for a serious incident that he blames on too much alcohol. A story recently surfaced about the time that he shot Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, you heard that right. He shot her. It was the night of July 12th that he opened gunfire and shot her in the foot and then texted her an apology that night when she was in the hospital. The only excuse he has for the violence is that he got too drunk. The police were called after witnesses heard shots fired around an SUV. Footage was leaked online showing TORY, Megan, and one of her friends all exiting the car, Megan limping with her foot literally dripping in blood. TORY ended up being arrested for possession of a concealed weapon. It was a handgun that was found under his seat. Megan even posted the gruesome photos to her Instagram where she explained that the bullet hit the back of her foot because she was walking away when the shots were fired. She had to get stitches, but thankfully she's able to use her foot again. Saw the pictures. Can't show them obviously, but that's all I have to say to that. It was disgusting. Sniping the number 9 spot is Offset. He made headlines in the past for cheating on Cardi B, but despite knowing this, she decided to work things out with him and give him another chance, even getting married and starting a family. After the cheating scandal, she told Vogue that she would not tolerate him cheating on her ever again, and it seems like she might be sticking to her word. Just a few days ago, news broke that she filed for divorce after 3 years of marriage. Sources have come forward saying that Cardi found out he was cheating on her again, and she had enough of it this time. One source said he has been pleading with her that he hasn't cheated, but many girls have come forward with claims. She had enough and decided to file. Cardi wants to be a good example for her daughter and women out there. People were forgiving of him the first time because like Cardi was, but they probably won't forgive him this time, especially if Cardi won't, which I hope she won't. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And that's a fact. Period. Up next, number 8 is LOUGHLIN. The actress was caught in a college admission scandal after she and her husband paid to have their daughter's test results altered in hopes that they could skip the college application process. In court, she admitted to paying $500,000 to the mastermind behind the scam, William Rick Singer, to get her daughters into the University of Southern California. She did take responsibility for her actions after people attacked her online for trying to cheat their way in. At the end of the trial, she was sentenced to 2 months in federal prison and will serve 2 years of supervised release where she must perform 100 hours of community service. And she will also pay a fine of $150,000. Her husband was sentenced to 5 months in prison with a $250,000 fine. I'm not sure why or how that works, but okay. They both have to surrender to the US Bureau of Prisons by 2 p.m. on November 19th. Like what? Just have your kids write the test like everyone else in this world. What were you thinking? This was so not worth it. Because not only were her kids not go to school now, you in prison. In spot number 7 is Matt Lauer. The Today Show co-anchor lost everything he had back in 2017 when he was fired from the show. NBC News had to face a ton of horrific allegations that he had another colleague in that workplace. When the allegations first started coming out, Matt released a letter by his lawyer denying any wrongdoing and said every encounter was consensual. That is what they all say. NBC took the allegations very seriously and issued a statement saying, Matt Lauer's conduct was appalling, horrific, and reprehensible, as we said at the time. That's why he was fired within 24 hours of us first learning of the complaint. Our hearts break again for our colleague. However, he did not face any charges when all was said and done, and ever since then he's just been keeping a very low profile since he lost his position on the show, and will not get another one. Cruising into number 6 is TATI Westbrook. It's hard to say where her career will go from here. Even after all her drama with James Charles last year, she was able to keep a low profile and have a successful beauty brand. So we really don't know. If you missed all the drama, last year she posted a video on her YouTube called Bye Sister, where she talked for 40 minutes accusing James of horrible things. She was initially upset that he did a brand deal with Sugar Bear Hair, which is a direct competition to her beauty line, which he knew since they were very close friends. In her video though, she made very serious claims that he used his fame to manipulate other people's sexuality and said that he was a bad example for his followers. It was incredibly damaging to his career and he lost millions of subscribers within one day. But then, after a year of being silent, she posted an updated video recently where she blamed Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star for the whole thing, saying that they told her those things about James and pressured her into making a video. People were furious that she was putting the blame on someone else, especially seeing as she is 38 years old and James is 21. Like, how is there even drama there? You're like double his age. I don't get it. We've made it halfway through. At number 5, we have JOWSEY. He rose to fame this year after he starred on the Netflix show Too Hot to Handle. He and his fling from the show, Francesca Ferrego, skyrocketed into fame after the show aired and people fell in love with them as a couple. I loved them. They were so cute. They were one of the few couples who left the show and still tried to pursue a relationship, and fans were very invested that they were going to make it work. But then news broke that they had split up, and Francesca posted a YouTube video where she confirmed that he was unfaithful and had cheated on her. Obviously, all of their fans quickly turned against him and his fame just kind of started to fade out. He is still trying to gain traction online on his social media pages, but Francesca is doing just fine. She's out living this Hollywood life now, and she has recently become good friends with YouTuber Tana Mojo. Coming in hot at number 4 is Kevin Hunter. You never want to piss off your wife, especially when she is your boss. If you don't know who Kevin is, he is married to Wendy Williams, the leading lady and creator of The Wendy Williams Show. He worked alongside his wife for years as both an executive producer and also her manager, but was fired in April 2019 after it surfaced that he had cheated on her. But this was not just like some drunken night mistake or a one-time thing. Turns out he had a full-blown relationship with another woman named Sharina Hudson for 15 years. And the two of them even had a kid together. For obvious reasons, there's no way in hell Wendy was going to allow him to work on her show any longer. He was fired pretty much immediately and his reputation took a massive hit. They do share a son together though, and they have come to a civil term so that they can co-parent together. Can you imagine? Oh yeah, I've actually had 2 relationships, 15 years, and I have a kid. Okay, how do you hide that is what I want to know. In our 3rd spot is Joe Exotic. The former zookeeper rose to fame after he was the subject of the hit Netflix docuseries called Tiger King: Murder, Mayhem, and Madness. But his fame can only go so far because by the time the documentary came out, he was already locked behind bars. He was sentenced to 22 years in prison for being involved in a murder-for-hire plot against his rival, Carol Baskin. He hired someone and intended on paying them $3,000 to kill her. I feel like that is not enough money. After he was sentenced, an investigation was done on his zoo and it was confirmed that he had shot and killed 5 innocent tigers as well as a horse which he used as meat to feed his tigers. Joe is sticking to his innocence though and even wrote a letter to President Donald Trump requesting pardon. Boy, we got way too much going on in this world right now. Taking over number 2 is Bill Cosby. If you followed his trial, then you would quickly understand why he genuinely will never work again. The iconic actor lost everything when he was accused of and misconduct by more than 50 people. The allegations surfaced in 2014 when he was accused of that took place in the mid-1960s. He has been accused by different women for very disturbing things, and all the alleged incidents span from 1965 to 2008 in the US and 1 case in Canada. He battled the allegations for years, and some people even thought he might walk away clean because of his celebrity status. But he was first found guilty on April 26, 2018 for 3 counts of aggravated assault. Then on September 25th, 2018, he was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in state prison. And seeing as he is 83 years old right now, I don't think when he gets out, when he's like 90 years old, that he's gonna be auditioning for any roles. Safe to say he's not gonna work again. Earning the number 1 place on our list is Kanye West. He is a tough topic of conversation right now because it is clear that he is suffering from some mental health issues right now, and I never want to come off as insensitive to that. But because of his erratic actions these days, his career is going to have huge ramifications. Yesterday, he did the unthinkable and tweeted out a video of himself urinating on one of his Grammy Awards. He was on a rant about the music industry and even tweeted out photos of his music contract, which is illegal because they are very confidential documents. On top of that, he even tweeted out Forbes' phone number, who is the editor of Forbes, and called him a white supremacist. Twitter ended up banning his account for 12 hours, and we are still waiting to see what kind of damage this is going to do, but it is not going to be pretty. I don't know how you come back from this. It's just getting worse and worse with him. Alright guys, that's our part 3 list. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down in the comments and give it a like if you enjoyed it. But for now, I'm gonna end this video with comments from celebrities you didn't know were the same age. Zara emoji says, Joss, no way you're 28. You look really young to me. I have to be taking notes. Hey, I'm not 28 yet. I am 27 for about 12 more days, and I will hold on to that. I have anxiety. Hi, Jolito says 51 is young as my aunt lived to 101. That's wild. Kudos to her. Chris Tan says, Joss, we are the same age. Yay, 27 or 28 because people are saying 28. I'm 27. I was born in 1992. Sophia Pereira says, what? Jennifer Aniston is younger than Sandra Bullock? I literally didn't even piece that together until I read your comment. That's shocking to me. I definitely didn't think. I thought it was the other way around. Alright guys, that's all I have. I'm getting out of here. Subscribe, ring the bell to hang out with us every day. I was your host, Joss. I will see you next time.